First, can I just start off by saying thank both of you. Fourth grade teacher and during the pandemic traveling nurse.
Yes.
Thank you guys for changing lives, both the youth and during the horrible time in the country. What was that like? Let's go with you first.
Oh my God.
What was that like during the pandemic? Because I know Mark was off at school, right?
Yeah, he was off at school, and here I was around the world, and it was so devastating. I mean, we didn't know what to do other than just, okay, we got to save this life. We've got to show up and make a difference, and that's what we did. And I've bonded with so many other nurses who had our backs against each other just to do that very thing. So that was really, really challenging.
Yeah,
But we got through it.
Amazing thing. And then the fourth grade teaching thing every day, dude. You get up and go every day. You get up and go change lives.
Well, I'm just doing a calling that God gave me the opportunity to do. Being a fourth grade teacher is awesome. I love being with the kids. Even if I have a bad day going into the morning, by the end of the day, I'm excited, and it's because of the kids. They need me, and I need them.
Teacher and nurse, how do you think that impacted Mark's life growing up?
Wow. Well, definitely the compassion and the caring, because we both have that, and the discipline with him being a teacher and the structure. I think that really helped mold him to be who he is and to be able to give who he is today for the team.
Yeah, work ethic too. That you and I were talking about that, right?
Most definitely, work ethic. But with work ethic comes the mentality. You have to have a tough mentality in order to have a great work ethic.
Okay, so this ride, it was great last year, but it's been so special this year. We were talking earlier about how Reese Davis on our show this week called Mark the best guard in America, and that he should be the best player in Alabama history and should have his jersey retired and nobody wear his number again
Oh,
from
wow.
Reese Davis. What do you think of that?
Man, coming from Reese Davis, that is wow. And we thank him for that, for thinking of that, or even mentioning that. But man, it has so much truth to it. I mean, it's like, can you believe a small guard from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, to make such an impact? I think Reese has a point.
But you've seen the hard work too, though,
Yeah,
right?
I've definitely seen the hard work, and it's been a bunch of great players that played at the University of Alabama.
Yeah.
But I think I can speak for Mark. His mentality right now is we want to win a national championship, and then once we win a national championship, that'll be for everyone else to, voice their opinion. But our mentality right now is for him, for his mentality is to win a national championship.
The spotlight is on Mark, but some of it's gone over here lately. I'll start with you. What do you think of the most popular lady in basketball these days?
Well, I was telling Jaren Stevenson's daddy a minute ago. Maybe I need to do a step back three or something so I can get some of the spotlight. But no, she's been doing it ever since Mark has been playing, ever since the age of 3. She's just a great mom. She does everything she's supposed to do as a mom. She cheers him on. She criticizes him, and she also loves him.
Yeah. So the routine in the stands, the shots and everything that you do, you've been doing it a long time, right? It's not just now. It's new to the country, but not new to you.
That's right. It's definitely new to them, but not new to us. When Mark was younger, I would always say the cookie jar, because when he was only 3, and I was like, put it in the cookie jar, try to get a cookie, Mark. And so I kind of like lost that verbiage because he got older, and now that he's in college, a senior in college, we're like, okay, it's a mentality thing. I'm just going to need you to go with the basics, go with what we know. Do not change your shot. Do not break it at your hip. Follow through. So
Everybody I work with always kids me that I worry about everything. Truthfully, is it your way of not being so nervous during the game when you're doing that stuff?
Oh, it definitely helps, because I feel like I'm on the court every time every time we have a game. My husband and I, our nerves are lit, but I'm like, I gotta just be who I am so I can just get in this game and help cheer him to victory.
No, I asked Mark in the locker room in L.A. about your wardrobe, and in his eye, he did the same expression. He laughed and rolled his eyes. She works hard on that. I'm gonna start with you over here. You got the khakis. I mean, you're put together like most men are, but I mean, every day.
Yeah,
every
I've
day.
got to have a spotlight on that. I mean, with me, like you said, it's khakis and a sports polo. But with her, I hear her talking on the phone. Okay, this is what I need to do, and she has, I call him her stylist in her corner. But she does a good job. She likes style. She likes to bling. But with me, I'm down to earth. I just like you mentioned, the khakis and the polo.
Yeah, you're business casual, and you're Hollywood here with a little Alabama flair. So, do you have a number of outfits you have now? Do you ever wear them twice?
Well, I don't really wear them twice to the game usually because I like to be different. And so I do have something just special for when we win, because I'm planning on winning on Monday, but I also have something special for tomorrow's game. So I like to kind of keep it different, and if I'm not like actually in the game, I have something. I may do a repeat that's not on the camera.
You one of your outfits during March Madness was the March Madness logo.
Yep, that was amazing. I love that one. I saw a guy or some at one of the home games. Someone had just written Mark's Madness, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cute little idea." I said, "I think I need to tweak that up. I need to make a shirt out of it." Yeah. And that's what we did. I got with a girl. Her name is Brittany Fuller. She's out of Decatur, Alabama. And I tell you, she really saw my vision, and she made that thing pop.
Yeah, you see another outfit you had on in L.A. It looked like a sweatshirt. Mark and I were talking about this one. It looked like a sweatshirt, but then it was all cut out here, and so
that was special. Let me tell you about that one. So that one, it was a really nice one, and it was the Sweet 16. So the Sweet 16, that was awesome. And the good thing about that, or the neat thing about that one is, on that particular game, Mark needed 16 points to break a record.
Single season all-time leading scorer.
Single season. And instead of having Sweet 16, I put Sears 16. Not realizing that he was going to capitalize on that. And so that shirt was really special to me because it not only was the style represented it, but it also gave him what he needed to push to get that 18 points, because he only had 18 that game.
Yeah. Only 18, yeah, because he seems like an automatic 20-plus every night. But you and I were talking that North Carolina game sort of showed his maturity, because they were trying to take him out of it, keep him from touching the ball, and he could have shot us out of the tournament, but he let some other guys shine while they were on him, and eventually he got his too. Where does that maturity level come from, you think?
Well, I think maturity comes over time, because when he first came to college at the University of Ohio, he was not very mature at all. But as he matures and get older, I think with us talking to him and letting him realize that maturity is being an example, and not just being an example, but doing it vocally and doing it by actions.
You take me back to both of you here. Take me back to last. Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was last Saturday night in L.A. We're there, and Mark's climbing up a ladder to go to the Final Four to cut down the net. What was going through your head?
Oh my gosh, that moment was so surreal. It was almost like a dream just coming elucent right before my very eyes. We've always talked about, let's write your dreams down, let's write your goals down. What are we praying for? What are we believing for? And for him to actually, we live in the moment that we wrote down on paper years ago, and to see him do it, that was just so heart-touching. So, like, oh my God, amazing. So that was special.
How many driveway threes?
Man, so many. Especially the YMCA in particular. Yeah. How many YMCA threes? Late night and early mornings. Tremendous worker. He's a very, very hard worker. We had to teach him how to be a hard worker. And I think we were the pilot lights, and I think it's kind of, ignited a fire. So.
But the thing about that is, so it seems like we would have had a basketball goal all our lives. No. During the pandemic, that's when we first got the very first goal. At the house. We never had a goal. We always was in the YMCA, like, religiously. Like,
thank God for the YMCA.
Thank God for the Florence, Alabama. We thank God for that one, because that's where we literally stayed. So we were so thankful for that. And then when my husband was like, well, yeah, we can get a goal now that you're home and we're here, and there was nothing to do. So he went to put him to work, and we bought the goal, and that's where those threes come in at.
And the only reason we got the goal is because he wanted to go to a local gym, and the pandemic, COVID-19. I was like, man,
things down.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm not really sure. I was like, he was like, well, I don't have anywhere to shoot. I said, okay, let's go to Walmart. So we got his first goal, and he really, he took advantage of it. He put in work, in the best situations, possible.
Well, thank God for the Florence YMCA.
Exactly.
Thank God for the Sears family. I won't call you the first family of Alabama basketball because that
Right.
gets overused a lot, but you guys are a joy to watch. I love the family dynamic. Thank you for being a fourth grade teacher. Thank you for you being a nurse. And thank you for letting us share a little bit in y'all's journey.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
You are amazing people.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for having us.